Good afternoon, folks. We've got Riley Elrott here with me this afternoon. My co-host seems to have been replaced, but look, Riley, I'm really glad to have you here. Thanks for joining me in the studio.
That's all right.
So I've got Riley. Riley's got a horse in the sale through the week. His family, Craig and Belinda Elrott, that's mum and dad, owners of Fernhills Bennett. This horse has won the Stallion Draft at Warwick, very successful horse, and I think there's a couple in the sale by that horse. So look, Riley, I've seen you pre-work your horse today. You did a great job. You're a wonderful little horseman. Look, I think your horsemanship skills might even outweigh those of my co-host, but your size might not just yet, but that's all right. You know, you can grow into this position, so there's plenty of potential there for you, mate. Look, it's great to have you here, Riley. Now, so later on in the program, we're going to run through last night's Pride's Easy Feed Performance Horse Challenge. We had the final there. We've got some winners for you. We'll also go through yesterday afternoon's Pride's Easy Feed NCCA Rider Title Round 1. But first, let's get to know a little bit more about Riley. So, Riley, what horses have you and your family got in the sale, mate?
We've got Big Ass Comma, Big Ass Candy, and Big Ass Spin Town.
Yep. So the horse I saw you ride through was lot 143. Do you know the lot numbers of the other ones by any chance?
292 and 220.
220, fantastic. So what's the best part about coming to the Classic for you, Riley?
Thrill of selling.
Yep.
Selling them.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, isn't it, when you get to ride one through the sale ring. I understand you had a couple last year in Dalby Stockhorse sale and did quite well. Give us some figures on that. You had a few horses through there. How much money did they make?
Big Ass Cordell, he went for 22,000, and Tunga Merit went for 26,000.
Wow, and did you ride them through?
Yes.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Geez, this is what we're all about here at the Nutrien Classic is, getting that younger generation come through, and it's so lovely to have you in the studio this afternoon, Riley, and see you part of this and see you putting one through the pre-works and one through the sale, mate. That's awesome. So, Riley, last night we had the Pride's Easy Feed Performance Horse Challenge final. It was really exciting watching that working cow horse, wasn't it?
Yes.
So, Riley, do you reckon that you'd in the future like to go and do something like that?
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
pretty fun, isn't it, mate,
Yeah.
to watch, and trust me, it's fun to be a part of it. Did you have any favourites last night when you watched the competitors go through?
Yeah, Josh Smith.
Yeah, that's a pretty good choice. He was a strong favourite on that horse, G I'm Hard, who ended up second. So he was a very strong favourite, and he did a great job. And ended up getting pipped just at the post by Adam Roble on a Seligman spin horse that we'll talk about later. So, Riley, thank you very much for standing in for Brett. I'm not really sure where he is, but you know what, I don't mind that he's not here because you've been some great company.
Yeah,
After the break, Simon and Colby will bring you a recap on today's pre-works.
Good evening. I'm here with Simon Booth to discuss the day one pre-works. Simon, was there any horses in particular that you saw throughout the pre-works today? Any of the star lots that'll be coming up on the day one of the selling?
There's a few that Cobb come through. It's always good that first day of pre-works. You see the open age horses, sort of proven horses that have done plenty, and people either finish with them and going back on the young ones, or handing them on for people to go on to do further things from. There was a few good ones that come through early on. Like we had lot 17 was a good one. Lot 39 of Gav White's was a very well trained mare. We see her go through with Tani aboard.
Yeah, she was in that open age mare section. She was a mare that really stood out. And you must admit that obviously We had COVID-19 last year, and throughout that, we've come into a very, a good calibre, a high calibre of horses, for this year's classic sale, haven't we?
Definitely. And then, as we said, like the Lot 17 gelding of Sherrose,
Yep.
long-time supporter of the Nutrien deal, and very good gelding. I think he's a novice gelding. Won a draft a couple of weeks ago
That's
with
correct.
Matty Holtz aboard. So, yeah, very good gelding.
Yep. Simon, there's a great draft of the Poole family horses that are coming along by Metallic Cat. Lots 55, 126 and 151. Leah Reid's done a great job in presenting those horses.
Definitely.
What's your thoughts on those lots coming through?
Mate, I think there is as good a draft of horses we've seen from one vendor of any age group in the sale. Like, they're a credit to them and a credit to Leah too, like transition them over from the cutting pen to, to potentially go drafting or challenging, and all going kind of like all the horses do.
Yeah.
But I think the Poole family, it's a very good draft of horses, and they'll certainly be near the pointy end of it, I'd say. Yeah,
there's no doubt about that, Simon. Also, we get the opportunity to sell, PV Grasshopper again on account of Tory Acton, lot number 132. No doubt one of the star lots and last year's classic winner. What's your thoughts on him?
Mate, I was lucky enough to sell him a couple of years ago when Todd put him through, when Tory bought him. So, he's a very good gelding, and he's as good as the day he went through a couple of years ago. So, credit to, I guess, the Atkins and to Todd for, setting him up the way he has to go to that camp draft program.
Yeah. Now, a great opportunity again for someone, and he's a very strong competition horse, and
definitely.
It'll be great to see him come through. We've had a tremendous day, the pre-works here today, and we're looking forward to tomorrow's pre-works here tomorrow. So,
yeah, good day, and we'll hand you back now to Felicity and Brett.
G'day, I'm Peel Tribe from Navajo Trailers in Warwick, Queensland. We build custom-made truck bodies, trays, crates, horse floats, goosenecks and accommodation living trailers. From basic designs to high-end finishes, we offer personalised service with experience where it counts.
We welcome Brett Welsh back to the studio. Brett, mate, where have you been?
Oh, I'm blowing up. I've had to duck down the street to get some gear, and I've come back. COVID app wasn't working. They wouldn't let me in the gate. I'm meant to be here, and anyway, I've missed it, so I wouldn't have missed much, would I?
Oh, well, we actually did replace you for a period of time there. I thought you might have just been done and dusted. I've been trying to edge you out for the last 4 or 5 days. We're on our 5th day now, and I thought, you beauty, I've got him out. He's gone. I've got this other young bloke, this up and coming. You might know him.
Who's that?
Riley Elrott. Have you heard of him before?
Yeah, he's a...
Yeah. Yeah, well, we might have used a few extra chairs so we could see him above the desk. But look, he was great to talk to.
So we'll go back to the top, will we?
No, it's right. We've got that covered. We'll just go straight into the challenge final, mate. Just come on.
You've done that page.
Get yourself together, Brett.
You've done all these pages.
No, yeah. Listen, how about I just take over? You just follow me, all right?
So where are we up to?
Well, we need to talk about the challenge final last night.
Yes.
The Pride's Easy Feed Performance Horse Challenge final.
There was a horse float given away last night.
Yeah.
Wow.
A Navajo trailer, Peel Tribe from Warwick. He does a fantastic job on those trailers, and the winner of the Pride's Easy Feed Performance Horse Challenge went away with one of these trailers, valued at $20,000.
$8,000 check. One of the biggest, I guess, emotional sides of that challenge last night was being fortunate enough to be down in the arena and to sit out there and they pay tribute to, a challenge legend was Ron Wall.
He was a fantastic bloke, wasn't he? And it's a little bit strange to not have him here. It doesn't feel right, does it?
Take away the placings, the prizes and everything else. I think everyone forgot about that for that 1 minute and watched the tribute on the screen, and that's what it's all about.
But the one thing that I remember about Ron is he'd come out of his challenge pattern, whether he'd go good, bad, or indifferent, and the biggest smile on his face with 2 thumbs up. That's something that will really stick with me in memory of Ron, and I think has been such a fantastic role model for our younger generation.
So with that, all the sponsors and the buckles and garlands and trophy rugs, and that was just, once again, the arena was just filled with excitement. The black cattle, black heifers, they run hard, they put horses to the test.
Mm-hmm.
It was very tight at the finish. There was a quarter of a point that it come down to, and that's one of the things that, we have, different judges every year. They, it's same, they all got a different angle to watch it from, and it come down to the wire, and we've crowned a champion for 2021.
Mm-hmm. So our winner last night of the Pride's Easy Feed Performance Horse Challenge was Adam Roble, riding Branch Vale Nips and Tucks, the Seligman spin. Then we had second, a very close second, Joshua Smith on Gee I'm Hard.
Then we dropped back into third place was Nathan Wilson on Mitchell's Kentucky. Once again, we've seen a con man up in the placings.
Yeah.
By con man out of a mare John Mitchell's Duck and Daisy. Then we see Luke Bennett on the Sue Brosnan owned Rosa Del Rey, the RS Chisholm man. Then we see Joshua Smith again on Knipes Reaver. And then in the 6th spot was Leah Reid and Golden Romance. So there's at least 2 Hazelwood Commons in the top 6.
Yeah, and then we've got the young guns. We've got Penny McIntosh. I'm sure she was 1 and 2, followed by Isaac Westerhouse. So 1, 2, 3, yeah.
Once again, the gelding incentive. Michael Wilson filled the top 2 spots, then Hugh Miles. Michael was riding a horse that I actually prepared for sale and Warwick Lawrence presented, and he was a gelding that made $8,000.
Yeah.
Michael won last night $4,000 just for that horse. Like, that's what people, you can buy a horse and come back and pay for it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's what happened in my scenario. I paid $5,000 for JR El Sol Array and came back and won a horse float and quite a bit of cash at the first round of the Classic. So it's possible, those horses are there. You've just got to be there and be watching the sale and following it right through.
How come your story is always bigger than mine?
I don't know, mate. This is what I've been trying to say, but you're just not picking up what I'm putting down. Anyway, you had one up on me. You were in the challenge final last night. How did you end up?
We went fast down the fence.
Yeah.
That was our...
Those black heifers were fast,
they
weren't
were
they?
fast.
Yep.
They
And
were
that's
good.
the name of the game, to keep up with the cow in that working cow horse.
We nearly needed 10 dogs there at some stage.
Did you? Yeah, right. That would have been handy.
Now, last night was the first round of the NCCA rider title. We see Stevie Comiskey at the lead on 91 points.
Go the ACA.
Back in the second spot, Troy Palmer riding Hells Are Coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then back in third on 89.5 is Pete Comiskey on the reigning champion, Harry. Tonight has been postponed due to Thursday night due to the weather and the safety of the ground.
Yeah.
We had some great rain last night. No one's ever going to knock the rain back.
Just over an inch here in Tamworth.
So that has just put a little bit of a question mark on the surface. Give it a couple of days to dry out, work the arena. We want that competition to be as even, and we want the track to be fast. We want them horses to be out there on full noise. We can get some great competition. That will be that's super exciting. When the pressure starts building, we're going round for round. Once those guys start putting some big rounds with it, that last round it'll be outstanding.
Yeah, it's fun to watch, hey? So we want to make sure that the ground's right and that everybody's safe. And, so we'll take a little bit of time to prepare it and put it back another 24 hours.
Yeah, and a couple of them are a bit precious. I don't like the mud under the saddle and stuff like that. So we better put it back to Thursday.
You wouldn't want to get mud on your new hat, would you, Brad?
No, you'd have to make sure you got the old one out for if you...
Have you still got it, or what do you do with the old ones when you get rid of them? Do you
it's still
hang it
there.
up for good, or she's there waiting?
It come out today.
Oh.
This is the going to town hat.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, right, okay.
After the break, we're going to come back and we're going to speak with Angus Street from Auctions Plus on our online platform. Come buy a horse. You don't have to leave the lounge room.
I'd like to welcome Angus Street from Auctions Plus. How are you, Angus?
Good, wonderful.
That's okay. We've got Angus here this afternoon to discuss the proceedings or the how-to with the Auctions Plus side of things and our online bidding. We do have that available to people that can't make it here during our event and the course of the sale. Angus, tell us a little bit about Auctions Plus.
So Auctions Plus is an online trading platform for the agricultural sector. At its core, we sell commercial cattle and sheep, and over the last 12 months, primarily due to COVID, we have been able to, I guess, be utilised by a number of other sectors in the ag market. We've got a big kind of foothold in the seed stock sector, and equine was one of those sectors that the Nutrien team had reached out to us and said, could our services deliver a digital solution for online buyers? So we're really excited to be up here at the Classic. I think it's just over half a decade since we were up here, so it's nice to be back.
Yeah, for sure. So for us, the people that are cattle producers, that is our industry. Primarily here at the Classic, where a lot of us are farmers and beef cattle people. We work cattle here through the sale. We deal with cattle a lot. But there might be people that don't have much to do with Auctions Plus or haven't used the platform before. Can you give us a idea on how we get set up and how we get started with it?
The Dummy's Guide to
yeah,
using
that's
Auctions
the word
Plus.
I was looking for.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine. It's pretty simple, to be honest with you. The first thing to do is to go to our website, auctionsplus.com.au. You need to sign up and register as a buyer and as a user of Auctions Plus. Once you've been approved as a buyer in the Auctions Plus system, what you then need to go to is find the Nutrien Classic catalogue. And in the catalogue, which is a digital representation of all the physical catalogues that are here at the show, it's got the same information, it's got all of the photos, it's got all of the videos of all of the lots in this digital catalogue. In the digital catalogue, there is a pre-registration form, and this is a bit that can trip people up. It's really important that once you've registered as an Auctions Plus buyer, or if you have previously to buy cattle and sheep, you actually need to jump into the Nutrien digital catalogue and pre-register.
Okay.
That ensures that you're approved to bid. You'll get an email back from us saying, congratulations, you've been approved to bid in the Nutrien Classic sale. And then come sale day, there's a green button there that you connect to the auction and hook in.
Go for it. Yeah.
Go for it.
So Angus, for the not so tech savvy people out there, if they do hook up and want to bid online, they are live as the auction's running. As the auctioneer calls a bid, if they want to step in and put something on, that's we're real time.
It's real time. So we've been up here the last couple of days testing our audio from a live streaming perspective and the video live stream. So the webcast that Nutrien delivers will still be showing the animals working in the ring. Our live stream will be on the auctioneer and it'll be near perfect along with the audio. So if for a bidder you want to be zoned into that audio because it is going to be near perfect.
How do you run into any complications with say not being able to understand an auctioneer like Joel Fleming or Simon Booth? Like if you get them two up there and you've got to go, like, do we have to pull up halfway and go, hang on, well, this is where we're at?
No, our technology's come so far, to be honest with you. We were testing today again, and it was super clear. from a quality perspective and also from a really low latency perspective. So the mic is, literally sitting on the auctioneer. Those guys are going to mumble whether we have them mic'd up or not. So maybe we need a translator. But no, from a quality and a latency perspective, I'm really confident in the software that we got going. And I think, buyers, and it's shown over the last 12 months just by the sheer volume of people jumping online and getting confident to bid.
So Angus, it'd be wise for people to allow a bit of time in this next, day or two while the pre-works is happening. Get in, get signed up. You're sitting back there. Come Thursday, they can get on. They can, press a button and log their bid.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. It does take a bit of time to work through the Auctions Plus buyer training and buyer approval, and then also to get the pre-registration process with Nutrien. At an absolute minimum, I would be allowing yourself an hour. So if you've got lots coming up late in the day on Thursday afternoon, get in early, preferably Wednesday, but get in early on Thursday morning. Sign up for Auctions Plus, pre-register through the Nutrien catalogue, and get yourself prepared, because the last thing you want is, you're wanting to bid and you're locked out of the sale. So.
And for the people at home that may not have done this before, don't be alarmed by it. It's no different to turning up, show your driver's licence, whatever else there is here, you get a bid card. It's exactly the same, but through a different platform. So don't be alarmed.
I think that's a really key point. We've now run a couple of sales in the equine space, and one of the key features from our team, which I'm really proud of, is that customer service piece. So if somebody is actually having trouble going through the process, please call the office. Okay. Ask for Holly, Grace. They're our equine team. They're on site here, so they'll be answering any phone calls from here and being able to solve them straight away with the Nutrien team. But we've also got a full team in Sydney that can step you through the process.
Fantastic. So yes, you can just give someone a call. If you're having trouble, give them a ring and they'll get it sorted out for you. Alrighty, I think that's basically covered all of my questions with Auctions Plus anyway, Brett. You've gone through that really well. And I think the addition of having Auctions Plus at our sale this year is fantastic with our COVID safe plan. If we've got people that are deciding that they can't come or they would rather stay away, there is a way that you can bid online. So thank you very much, Angus Street, for joining us this afternoon, and we look forward to seeing how many horses get sold through Auctions Plus.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the interest has been great so far. We've had over 100 registered bidders in the last 24 hours, so and they're trickling through. So I'm really excited to be a part of it, and best of luck to all of the vendors.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Angus.
So after the break, we'll discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
So day 6 at the Classic tomorrow. We'll start with lot 318 through to 596 in the pre-works. Then we'll go on to the Prize Easy Feed NCCA Rider title. Then we'll go to the Dalgety Stallion Shootout Round 1. The Charlie Marr Memorial Young Guns Final with $12,000 cash and $5,000 worth of prizes. Then we go to the Jimmy Matthews Memorial Ladies Draft that holds $7,000 cash, $3,500 worth of prizes. The Classic Final, a massive $135,000 in cash and $12,500 in prizes. The big one tomorrow night on the hill. It's the best night of the week here at Tamworth. It is going to be amazing.
It's the one we always look forward to, isn't it, Brett? And the atmosphere is just going to be second to none. It's something that, everyone knows a horse that's in the camp draft or a rider, and, you get your favourites, you pick your spot on the hill, grab a drink and watch it all unfold.
First out in the final, 181 points, Ben Hall He gets the first look at the course, gets the first look at the cattle. It is going to be, it'll be big from the start.
Won't it?
What does he do? Does he go out there, run 91 or 2? Does he sit back, try and run 86 or 7?
Look,
what does he do?
Look, I'm pretty sure I've witnessed enough runs of Ben Hall's to know that he's not just going to leave points behind. He's going to make the most of them, mate, and he's going to put it round. What's in front of him, he's going to, give it his best shot. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to be little.
I agree. I think it's going to be catch me if you can.
Yeah, big time.
And we wish everyone in that final all the very best. It's going to be one hell of a final. And once again, we're going to have someone sitting up here in a couple of days' time. It may be Ben Hall with $100,000 cash.
Yeah, with that one Stylish Pepto syndicate offering of the 50 grand in total to the classic winner riding a one Stylish Pepto. So if they're riding a one Stylish Pepto, yeah.
Once again, get in, sort out your Auctions Plus online. You don't have to leave the lounge room. You can sit around, stay at home, just pick them out of the catalogue, watch our pre-works. We'll catch up soon.